Welcome to Crimson Chessboard's special report. If you find this content useful, please consider liking and subscribing to support independent coverage. Israel and Hamas have officially agreed to a ceasefire, and for the first time in nearly 2 years, relative calm has returned to Gaza City. Under President Donald Trump's mediation, both sides have begun implementing a 20-point peace framework. All 20 surviving Israeli hostages have now been freed, while Israel has released nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners, including many detained without trial. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu publicly thanked President Trump, calling him a decisive force for peace in the Middle East. Under the deal, Israel will withdraw from parts of Gaza City, but retain military control over roughly half of the territory. The ceasefire's immediate focus is on ending hostilities, releasing captives, and stabilizing humanitarian conditions. But even as guns fall silent, the political battles are just beginning. Hamas leader Khalil al-Hayya claims he's received US guarantees that the war is permanently over. However, Hamas has refused to disarm and insists its fighters act as peacekeepers in vacated sectors of Gaza City, a move Israel calls a provocation that could collapse the fragile truce. Israel has also begun limiting humanitarian aid shipments to about 300 trucks per day, citing Hamas's failure to return the bodies of all deceased hostages. The Israeli government accuses Hamas of bad faith after one of the 4 bodies recently returned was found not to match any known hostage, prompting outrage among Israeli officials. In a related step, Israel has freed dozens of detained Gaza medical workers, but more than 100 remain imprisoned, including Dr. Hossam Abu Safia, the director of Kamal Adwan Hospital, who has been held without charge for nearly 10 months. Negotiations are now underway to reopen the Rafah border crossing with Egypt, a move intended to restore humanitarian access and secure Trump's upcoming Cairo summit, where regional leaders will discuss post-war reconstruction. Meanwhile, Trump has warned that if Hamas does not voluntarily disarm, the United States will take action to disarm them by force. This statement has sent shockwaves across the region, with both Egypt and Jordan urging restraint to preserve the fragile peace. So, what happens next? The ceasefire has halted the war, but the question of who governs Gaza remains completely unresolved. Israel refuses to recognize Hamas as a legitimate political authority, while Hamas refuses to cede control to any externally imposed administration. For now, Hamas holds little leverage, international sympathy is fading, and no foreign power appears ready to intervene on its behalf. Its grip on Gaza may be slipping, and the days of its rule could be drawing to a close. Still, lasting peace will require more than a ceasefire. Without a credible governing framework, the region risks sliding back into conflict. The same war merely paused. Thank you for watching Crimson Chessboard. We'll continue following developments from Cairo as President Trump meets with regional leaders this weekend. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay in the prone.